Hello there, Team Explorers. Welcome to this week's episode of the Hotspot Show here on KTN. My name is Zista Segete, and as always, I'm excited to have you on this show. Last week, we were touring a different place, and this week, we are in Naivasha, Kilimandege Sanctuary. To be precise, because we want to know everything about birds of prey, how they exist, where they go to whenever they get injuries, and what happens after their rehabilitation, because I'm told they actually even have a rehab center. Jonathan, joining us today, is a man of birds, if I may so call you myself, because he tells me he really loves birds, but particularly birds of prey.
Yeah.
That is what you do here.
Yeah.
Introduce us to this amazing place.
So welcome to the Kilimandege Raptor Center. The only one of the few raptor centers we have in Kenya. And we majorly do the rescuing, rehabilitating, and the releasing of fully recovered birds back in the wild.
Interesting. Personally, I didn't ever imagine that, you can take care of a bird, an eagle, it has been injured, you take care of it and then release it back to the wild. I find that quite interesting. More reason why we decided to actually loop you in, because we also want you to get informed, educated, and entertained, because we have amazing birds that we are going to see. You tell me there's actually a bird that has a colored eye.
Yeah, actually one of the only owls in the wild with a pinkish eyelid.
Interesting. Tell me, what other interesting features, when it comes to the bird physique, there is in here?
So we have actually one bird that's one of the biggest species of vultures we have in Africa. They can weigh up to 11 kilos and with a wingspan of up to 2.6 meters long.
Wow, interesting.
So massive.
How old is it?
The oldest one we have is 14 years old.
Okay.
But because females are usually bulkier than the males, she's much stronger and much heavier than him, so she may weigh up to 10 kilos. All
right, I'm already intrigued, guys. I don't know about you, because I really want to know all about these birds. And this place where we are today, we are going to see that, learn that, and probably get to see, how you take care of them and all that. Already where we are standing, I can see species of birds here, some lying down here and some out there.
Yeah.
What are we looking at? So
in here we have got 3 species of nature's cleanup crews.
Yeah.
So one of them is a marabou stork. They should do the same purpose, cleaning up the carcasses. And you also have the Rupel's vultures. Those ones up on the ledge and this one's down here. And you have this pair here with the massive skin folds. They're called the lappet-faced vultures.
The reason is because the skin collects around this, the neck?
Yeah, so the massive skin folds on the neck are what we call the lappets.
Okay, impressive. And I know there is quite a lot for us to learn, but I want to understand, why is it important for you to take care of, birds of prey? What's the deal? So
over the years, birds of prey population have gone down to nearly over 80%. Some have gone to nearly extinction. Yeah. From 1 million to about 270,000.
What? That's a big drop.
Big drop.
What?
Over the last 20 years.
Okay.
Majorly because of indiscriminate poisoning due to human-wildlife conflicts. Yeah. All
right. So what are you trying to achieve by this? Because I also understand that you eventually release these birds back to the wild.
Yeah. So we do the releasing because we also want them to continue with the work they're doing to clean up our environment. Because vultures help clean up to 70% of carcasses all over Africa.
Wow.
So you find without absence of vultures in places like our parks, you get carcasses are taking 3 to 4 times longer to decompose due to absence of vultures. Yeah.
And I mean, by extension, that goes to balance the ecosystem really well. Yeah. What other benefit is there for us to coexist well with birds of prey?
Vultures in particular. Yeah. Yeah. Their stomach acid is so rich that they can be able to eat an animal that has died due to lethal disease like anthrax, tuberculosis, and they really don't affect them.
Okay, then there goes to, also balance out the healthy ecosystem of the world. Impressive there. Now, this place in itself has a history. It began a while back.
Yeah, the place started back in 2009 by the late Sarah Higgins, but we keep on continuing with her work. after we lost her
Okay.
a few years ago.
This was her home?
This was yeah.
Okay.
But this is a former home of Joanne Roots. She used to be they used to be very close friends.
Yeah.
Yeah, they used to do wildlife conservation, wildlife filming. Yeah.
Okay. Might you know why she decided to go for the birds of prey and not any other animals? Because, I mean, you could decide to save zebras and everything else out there, but birds of prey, why?
So birds of prey, it all started with one owl.
Yeah.
Yeah. We have this problem with owls. People are superstitious about owls here in Kenya. And owls are being persecuted by people because the people believe that they are bad omen, or they're bringing bad luck into
Yeah.
or a disease or a death in your home.
Okay.
And it all started when she found one barn owl, the one with the heart-shaped face, injured wing, took it home, took care of him. But then a few weeks later, she found another one, also on the people trying to kill it,
All right.
also broken wing. So she already had a pair. And then she started to know that this thing is becoming a problem, that owls are being killed by humans, and it's due to lack of understanding. So that's how the whole thing about rescuing birds started.
Okay. And I mean, it goes to say that in here, you actually even nurse those injuries. I see you also have a clinic.
Yeah.
But don't worry, hold on that thought, because we are going to see practically, you know, on the clinic side how it goes. But back to this place.
Yeah.
Now, these are just, I mean, one of the birds that you've seen here.
Yeah.
I know this thing goes round.
Yeah.
How many birds are we talking about in here?
So
the
we
sanctuary?
have a total of 42 birds
Oh,
at the
wow.
moment.
Okay. How many species?
We have about 12 species. Yeah.
Interesting. Is this the one that was first rescued that influenced the establishment of this place?
Yeah. The
Okay.
one that was first rescued by the late Sarah Higgins. Yeah.
All right. Now that you have mentioned about the rescue mission, you know, how long does it take before you release a bird to the wild? What are some of the things that you look at, and where is actually the release session in here?
So it depends with the amount of like fracture
Yeah.
or injuries they are into. Some take up to 6 months to recover, and some like takes a month and they get well and able to be released back. But those with compound fracture are usually wings heal, but they never align properly again to be able to fly back in the wild. Like,
Where's the release station? Because I think I would want to see you guys releasing the birds back to the wild. Where do you release them from?
so we release them. We have our Raptor release camp, which
Okay.
is situated at Soisambu Conservancy near Lake Elementaita.
So you actually move the birds from here?
Yeah, we take them there. It's a nice spot away from power lines, away from people. It's a nice bushy spot.
All
Yeah, where
right.
the birds-
And the fact that the birds, maybe we could go this way because I see we still have other stations as you answer me this question.
Yeah.
The fact that the birds maybe were used to a cage and all that, how do you deal with cases of return birds, or don't they always bounce back and, you know, return to these spots?
So we've had situations like that
Yeah.
where birds come back after we release them. But they usually come and then stay for a while, then they go find their own territories.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
They would go back by themselves?
Yeah.
Because this place is locked, so they really do not have a place.
Place.
All right. So if we could turn this way, I see, oh, beautiful. It was just flapping
Their wings, yeah.
Yes.
So these are the most common hawks we have around Naivasha, with the rufous red-brown tail.
Okay. The rufous brown tail, I'm trying to, I've spotted the tail. If you can see, Team Explorers,
Yeah.
how beautiful that bird is. And at an up close, I like it. What about it?
So the Ogre Buzzards are another sad story about them around the lake. Around this part of the lake, we've lost nearly 50% of our Ogre Buzzards population.
What? Lost it to
Because,
what?
These birds have lost their foraging grounds around Naivasha due to the booming of flower industry. So the
Okay.
greenhouses is taking all the spaces. Now birds perch on top of the poles on the power lines and they get electrocuted most times.
Oh, so sad. And I'm reading here, the breeding and reproductive behavior, some of these birds are known to be polygamous.
Yeah.
What do you mean by a bird being polygamy? I mean, in the bird world, pia wow. Yeah.
So we call it like some birds have that kind of habit. We call them cooperative breeders, also increasing the chances of the chicks to grow fast. Like when a female allows herself to mate with few males, so all the males believe that that chick is there. So all the male bring food to the baby.
Oh.
And that increases the chances of babies growing very fast.
I see that. Very impressive. And now that you have mentioned about food, I just want to know, feeding times for these birds, how does it go?
So we do the feeding at around 4.
Yeah.
And then we just let them be.
Just once a day?
Once every day.
All right.
Yeah.
They don't do early morning because they say the early bird catches the worm, and I'm wondering.
So in the morning, they usually have chicks left.
Yeah.
We put enough chicks that we find even in the morning. So we just take the leftover around 9 a.m. when you open up, and then around 4 we put new food for the birds.
Yes, Team Explorers, there is so much to explore in here at Kilimandege Sanctuary. For now, we want to take a short commercial break, but when we are back, the birds are waiting. So do not touch that dial. Wait on us. See you shortly. Feathered life really matters. You wonder why? Ask a bird vet. And they say when you take care of a sick bird and then you release it back to the wild, you definitely release a flight onto the sky. More beauty to nature. This is me ushering you back to part 2 of this show, Team Explorers, as we explore Kilimandege Sanctuary. Where I'm standing, this is a bird clinic where they do surgeries, they take care of injured birds and all that. Now, I want you to tag along. Let's just see the process and how they get to do and to take care of the birds. Juliet.
Hello, Yusta.
How are you?
I'm good. I am Dr. Juliet Wayaki.
Yes.
So I am the resident vet for the Raptor Center. So this is the Naivasha Raptor Center Clinic. And today's patient is a Veroxigo owl.
So Jonathan, if you could just turn around for us to see the bandage. Okay, ooh, it's nursing a wound.
Yes, so this is a wing injury that
Yeah.
it came with. So we're just covering the face so that it remains calm.
Okay.
So one of the challenges we have with owls especially is persecution because of that misconception that they bring bad omen. So you find people throwing sticks, stones at these birds. And honestly, they're such amazing birds. I mean, you got to hold on and see.
Yeah.
I know this is the aftermath of such persecution. Now we are getting birds that are coming into the clinic because they cannot fly. We're having people calling in for rescue. And now this is a surgery that's ongoing, an ongoing patient in our ICU. So today what we'll be doing is just removing this bandage. We've put a pin. We'll also get to see some x-rays and what is going on inside. And then we'll remove the bandage and keep the bandage, and the pin will stay on for a few more weeks.
Okay.
But the bandage comes off now. It's been 2 weeks since the surgery.
Yes. All right. So this is where you conduct the surgeries.
Yes.
Yeah. All right. Beautiful. So let's carry on.
Yes, get started.
Yes. Well, at that, of course, we get to continue with the conversation. Guys, we are in a bird clinic, as I mentioned, first time of myself. So we can just see her cutting off the bandage.
Just remove this. So this is, we do what we call is the figure of 8 bandage.
Yeah.
Basically across the body to help it stabilize the wing during recovery. And that is why, because even if you see the pain that these birds come in, like for this individual, he only stood for the first time after surgery. Like the whole time he was lying down, just right now he's eating on his own, he's being able to stand up. And something funny about this owl species and some other raptors actually, they like to play what we call playing possum. Like when you enter, that's why we had to go very quietly, because when you enter, it plays dead. It just lies down like statue. You know that game for kids where you freeze. So that's why we like to ensure that, like you'll see the ICU is very dark, so we remove like unnecessary stimulus. We don't have noise there. We ensure that we have a fan for aeration and heating. So they are under very, very good conditions, because most of these birds are very critical and they're coming in at that stage.
Okay, so practically it's essentially what's on a human ICU unit.
Yes,
now
yes.
for a bird.
Yes.
Okay.
So for this one, we will, because the pins remain, it's just that we want to remove the bandage so they don't get arthritis. Because, you know, it's just like a human hand.
Okay.
If you're not putting exercise to it, then there's that risk.
I see. It's like so stitched even under the armpit. Oh goodness, that was quite something.
Yes.
What?
Goes under the armpit. We can even put it on the
But someone has to hold
the
it.
table.
Okay.
Now here you can just see
The wound.
Yes, that is now where the pin has been placed.
Okay.
Just remove a bit of this. You can see the pin.
I see. So it's a metal pin.
So the wood here acts as a splint just to support it. So that even as we are continuing to save the what is it called, the bone, it still retains the shape. So it just gives it a bit of cushioning. So we'll just leave it as this. And when you're handling just any procedure, just take this out. Yeah, so we have as much as we can. You'll hold it up. We'll now give an injection. You'll put into your chest. So here I have my
Okay, well at that, I know getting access to this place.
Yes.
For me to get to explore and check out the animals. What time do you open the sanctuary for the public? And also, how much does it cost me? Oh yeah, I almost took your position of a doctor and I barely know nothing.
So good question. So the Raptor Center is open to the public. We have guests twice a day. We have a booking at 11 and at 3 p.m. And then, so that's when we allow people to come and just learn.
How much then does it cost me to come here?
So our rates are mostly you're just donating to like buying drugs like this and just our overheads. So we do request a minimum donation of 1,000 for an adult and 500 for children. And for the non-residents, we request a minimum of 1,500. Yes.
Okay, you're open throughout the week?
We are open throughout the week, Monday to Sunday, and we welcome anyone who might want to come and join and support. We have some amazing books that kids get to read and learn more about raptors. We then encourage people to come. Sometimes we get guests coming in. Like we had a guest come in and then come back and bring us calendars with like art of raptors. So anyway, because conservation starts with us. The way you're able to do, if you're doing social media, how you're able to amplify the message, we are always open. Yes.
Okay, carry on. And I think that mantra just carries along with everything that you do. Conservation always begins with you. On this show, again, we repeat, we inform you, educate you, entertain you, and of course, pass a message of goodness, because we have to take care of this nature. So ni shindano unaidunga wapi?
Sasa ni shindano. So for the birds, we have this. So utaninulia kichwa kidogo, and then I'll straighten it for you.
Oh, the eyes.
Alafu. See, this part of the chest, there is this bone over here.
Okay.
They have so much feathers. But you can see this bone at the center. So that's basically the breast. This part has a muscle called the pectoral muscle.
Can I have a glove? I feel?
Yes, you can have a glove. You can
May I please? Okay, let me just hear this, because I'm feeling this on behalf of every one of you. So from watching an owl sleep to now touching the bones.
Today you've had so many fasts. So
yeah.
You can just see that bone.
Oh, it's very sharp.
Yes.
Okay. All right, I see. It's very. So this is where you inject.
So that's where you mark. That's how you know this is the kill. Now where you're injecting is the muscle.
Okay.
So this breast muscle, basically the pectoral muscle, is where you're going to do an intramuscular injection.
Perfect.
Yes. So that's why we have the alcohol pad. We don't use too much. That's why we like these ones that don't have too much. Because you don't, spirit is cold. Do not take kumwagikia, you feel chilled. Yes, you don't feel
baba kinyozi how they survive every other week kwa sababu kila siku kabaridi.
Yes.
But yeah.
So
all right.
Now that you can see the You can see the muscle.
Yeah.
You just go in at an angle. You always check you're not in the wrong place.
Yeah.
And then you put the antibiotic.
Okay.
Yes.
Besides the birds, you also allow people to do nature walks and all that?
Yes, we have a beautiful sanctuary. Have you heard the history of our sanctuary and how we came to
Yes,
moving here?
yes. I learned about, you know, the lady and all that. So definitely we caught the history.
Yes. So it's a place with very rich history. So we have a lot of history now. I mean, even the nature, you'll see some tiny little tic-tics running around. A lot of fish eagles. I mean, we are notorious for fish eagles. You'll hear the calls all the time. We also have giraffes, but right now they might have moved on the other side. Hippos. So we have a lot of wildlife in this sanctuary. And it's also very unique because it's a sanctuary in a very urban ecology. So you're finding we have industries, we have flower farms, and then we've been able to retain this place in as much of a natural habitat as we can.
How long then does the walk around take me?
Depending on how fit you are.
Yes, I'm
maybe
very fit.
maybe an hour or so, you
Yeah.
can get to see, especially morning hours when we have people who are very keen on birds and they're
Yes.
coming binoculars, taking photos.
Perfect for bird watching. I
Perfect
love
for
that
bird
for
watching.
us.
We have the front line to the lake.
Yes.
So you get to see, sometimes we are, with the guest permission, or if they request, we can get them a boat ride. So after bird watching,
Yes.
we can call an outside boat, which will cost separate. That's their own entrepreneurship thing, where they can now go to the lake, see the fish eagles, just be able to experience that nature. So early morning, we have so many species of tropical birds here. It's such a rich sanctuary.
Oh, wow.
Yes, and we
Okay.
are so glad that you've come to explore.
Yeah,
Yes.
by the virtue of you mentioning it, I
Yes.
already can picture and imagine, considering the fact that we're in Naivasha, of which the most popular bird is?
Yes, the fish eagle. I mean, you'll see so many of them.
That's a
Have you
definite.
gotten to see the pair we have here?
Yes, I did.
Yes.
Yeah.
So we'll see like so many along the way.
Okay.
Even them hunting, them calling, and how they like put their heads upside down. So it's really so fun.
It's a whole art affair.
Yes.
Now, are you done treating this bird? Because we
yes.
are almost running out of time, and I think it's a perfect place for us to close the show. But one would wonder, can I come and do picnic over here?
We don't encourage picnics because one of the concern of littering, we don't want to have people littering the sanctuary. Like I've told you, we're really trying to be very intentional about keeping it as natural as we can.
Yeah.
And then also the noise, because now when we're having activities and people are running, sometimes because I want you to enjoy a good picnic, but our first priority, our priority is to the wildlife. So maybe you can come and just do a game walk, and we have so many restaurants. I mean, it's Naivasha, you'll never lack a place to do a picnic.
And so many trees
Yes.
around here to come just
Yes.
soak in the breath. I mean,
Yeah.
hiyo siku unakula tu hewa na unapunga upepo. Hakuna mambo zingine. We are done treating the bird.
Yes, we are. We've given antibiotics and now just to let it rest. And until next time, so we'll be back after 2 weeks to do an X-ray and see how the healing process is going on. Yes.
And for you at home, I hope you learned something. Please don't hit the birds. Anyway, thank you so much for exploring this place with us. We get to see you next Saturday. Most definitely, we are going to yet another exciting place. This is us signing out from Kilimandege Sanctuary here in Naivasha. My name is Yusa Segete, and from me and the amazing entire crew and the bird life, we wish you an exciting and splendid weekend. Take care, and remember to explore the world around you. Keep it KTN.